for the people, by the people. Quote, that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth, end quote. U.S. President Abraham Lincoln, the Gettysburg Address, November 19, 1863. Dear America, and whatever system is now the quote-unquote new system, your forefathers made a system you have slowly forgotten to live by. If you can't live what you preach, why do you think your nation would? If you can't push the justice you claim to give to your nation, why do you think they would? You want to handcuff the wrong people, then expect them to vote you for office. You want to put behind bars innocent citizens, then expect them to live as sane citizens. Can you make this make sense? People are fleeing states that they live in because they no longer feel they can thrive and or feel safe there. What is for the people if the people are no longer the voices you're listening to? What do you think the people would trust? Why do you think that people would trust a system like the one you provide? You don't even know what to do with yourself. Why do you think that people would want to trust in a system like that? You cry for no more violence, and then behind the scenes, you are the ones driving the violence. Can you please explain to me how that makes any sense? You are the system saying that we are running out of food and we can't survive without you. How? Did we not survive without you way before now? We got to today because of our ancestors before us. They did the work that you clearly couldn't get off your ass and do. Dear America, tell me again how you're for the people, but I see dead bodies everywhere, and I fear that my loved ones will disappear without any cause or substantial reason. Tell me again, how am I supposed to put my trust in a system that's killing children in front of our eyes and puts out bad rep about black people, but refuses to tell the nation about the good side of black history? Tell me again why I should set aside my guns, but you can't provide me safety because you allow men and women to shoot up schools and innocent bystanders, then tell the nation that you stand by it because the trans people aren't being seen? What about the black culture? What about all the babies that have gotten killed because of abortion? What about the people who are molesting children, stealing children, and abusing children? But you are more concerned with putting away people who smoke marijuana to survive the trauma that you allow. All these school shootings, and you expect the people to want to take the kids to schools where their money is being spent on who knows what? I would never support your system, even if it killed me. The things being taught in schools are not what I was taught growing up, yet you expect everyone to fall in line with the system, being the one to educate our children. They are not your children, nor anyone else's. They're God's children, given to us to raise until He calls us home. Dear America, why are you so concerned with what you're doing right instead of being concerned about what you're doing that's wrong? Why is it that I see great cops, but they aren't given credit because bad cops are being applauded? Why is it that as a child I never felt safe, but you promised that you were doing everything in your power to make sure that human trafficking and pedophilia would come to a stop? I don't see the stop. I just see lies and more lies to cover up other lies. Please explain. I'll wait. You want to hear our voices, but in actuality, all I hear are the voices of stigma, social media, racial profiling, and all this bad news posted on the news reports you approve of. What about all the other news outlets? What about all the evidence coming against you and people rising up, speaking up? What happened to those individuals that just happened to get sick, overdose on medication, or are now labeled bad people because somehow you stated that they kidnapped kids, raped children, etc.? But it is just now coming out? What about when it was way back when and you did nothing then? Is this because it only benefited you? Or they were getting too powerful for you? You couldn't control these individuals, these people, so you took them out and hoped that the world would be blind enough to not ask questions. They would fall in line and move when you say move, put on masks when you say there's sickness, stay indoors when you say there's a pandemic, take shots and vaccines when you say there's a cure to a problem that you brought about. Please explain. I'll wait.